Hey there, my name is Pravus. Welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues, playing as the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. In the last video, we had a glorious war against the territories of Mojave and crushed them. Okay, we finished something here. We've been able to automatically repeat. I didn't mean to actually have that on, so that's completely fine. We finished our spy mission in Vault 3. What do we learn? As our operatives explored RepCon headquarters, they were careful to extract any information they could from the building's terminals. Most of it was junk, but not all. Some of the company's records revealed a decrepit vertibird testing ground far to the north in Area 6. This expedition would require serious time and resources, but think of the potential. Gain a new operation in Area 6 against the Sky Reavers to investigate a vertibird graveyard. Oh my god, if we can get Enclave-style vertibirds, that would be outstanding! So the Sky Reavers up over there, yeah? Okay. Well, you know, that's a thing we know we need to do. Let's go ahead and take our spy, get him up over here to Area 51 and go! I did, by the way, debate going ahead and attacking the Divide and see if we could snag this territory. It would cost me a little bit of political power in order to pull this off, obviously, but the biggest issue is waiting 50 days. They're currently fighting against the NCR, which makes me think that I would just be wasting my time and my political power to attack these guys. Could be wrong on that, but oh yeah, no, they're being eaten right now. Yeah, no, we're not going to be able to get the Divide, which sucks, but looking through the national focus tree, there is going to be, at some point, the option to attack New Vegas and Vault 3. So we will be able to snag ourselves a bit more territory up this way. Then maybe we end up pushing against, let's say, the Great Khans and the Sky Reavers, and maybe even eventually the White Legs if they don't join the Kaiser, and snag some extra manpower up that way. In the meantime, our front lines are pretty much set up over here. I have a few defenders in a few key areas wherever there's a river crossing or the Hoover Dam, plus a fallback line for some power armor. If we need to send them up to the front, we certainly will be able to do that. But that way they're not committed in the event that there's a naval invasion, and I need to quickly pull these guys off so they can't get pinned down. Being pinned down, man, it's a tactic that I use, and I'd really prefer no one else use it against me, because that's just how I am. Power suits! We find some power armor! Ah, that's amazing! Thank you, Brotherhood of Steel! I am no longer untrusted, and they have given me more stuff. This is great. More units, please. Okay, we can only do that for now, but fine. Still, more power armor's more power armor. I'll freaking take it. It's great. Logistics companies are done. Good. Do I need them right now? No. Will I want them someday? Yep. Mongrels, I can't remember. These guys have suppression, right? Yeah, they do. We could start doing this as kind of like a military police thing just to make it a little bit easier for me to occupy some territories. But that's why we have these patrols in the first place, and I'm pretty sure there are going to be some decisions to turn these into states in a bit. So I'm not sure how much it really is going to matter. I'm going to go ahead and research these biplane fighters, since apparently we do have an ahead-of-time bonus. How are we doing on things like our construction? We are finishing out a couple more civilian factories, then we're going to start going hard on the arms factories. We are going to want to get some bunkers and some outposts. That's going to be very important wherever there is a river crossing. So something like this is going to be very key for me. Then yeah, we'll go ahead and start building out outposts in these areas as well, just so I'll have stronger defense. Not that it necessarily is going to help at the end of the day. It is Kaiser's Legion. They're huge and they're everywhere. I mean, they're Legion for a reason, but yeah. We'll see. In the meantime, with the Kaiser on the way, we know we have to prepare against them. Now, looking down the focus tree, there is something here called preparing against the Legion, and it says in red, this decision is extremely important. I know it's partially cut off by my head, but just trust me, it says that it is extremely important. So we know we're going to want to do that at some point in the near future. There's Helios Citadel done. That's more civilian factories right there. Now we're going to integrate the Mojave, which reduces the cost of coring some states, if that were something we wanted to do. By the way, here's all the trade and stuff over here. New Vegas. Yeah, we need to conquer that for some serious caps income. That would be nice. But yeah, that's the thing. Refugees, still none coming over to me. There's the uncored states. We could spend, yeah, some political power trying to core all this stuff up, but it's very expensive. And right down over here, you can see things like certain states are now cores of the Mojave chapter, which is going to get me full access to all their resources, their factories, and their manpower. So we'll be a lot stronger for it. Slave collars. I promise I have no intention of using this against you in any way, shape, or form. I definitely have no intention of doing that. How are we doing on production, by the way? We lost a lot of factories by conquering all that territory, unfortunately. So we're no longer producing a lot of the stuff I would like. We are getting some support equipment, and I think it would make sense to go to these guys and possibly go ahead and give them the maintenance, which does take support equipment, and I don't have anywhere near enough yet, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that, so we can start making these guys have more reliability and lose less power armor. Fire teams and stuff at some point would be great, but we can't afford any of that right now. Not right now. I might, by the way, make the power armor into 15-width combat divisions, because that still fits pretty nicely in all of the 60 combat width territories, which we are surrounded by. So that's fine, and it's not quite as much of a cost investment as 20 combat width, but oh well. Let's go for some more construction tech a little bit ahead of time, but at this point, there's nothing else that's more important right now. Lanius is attacking more people. That's great. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Have fun with that. Just leave me be, please, and thank you. Do we want to go ahead and get this? Yeah, I think probably. Let's go ahead and grab the Power Armor Company. Still want to keep somewhere around 175 political power because it might end up being very important for me. Supposedly, anyway, it is. Political bribes. We do now have 30k caps, so I guess that's a thing we could do. If I were planning on changing up my economy or conscription laws, we should try to do that first, obviously. But it's totally possible that I am going to forget that it exists. NCR has finished off the divide. All right, so they've opened up a new front line against me, which is a little concerning. But you know what? We didn't give them the Annex War goal, so we have at least a couple years of truths. There's integrating the Mojave. So, wait, why can't we do these? Oh, we had to have done the Lucky Old Sun. Ah! See, I was wondering why you would choose this, because it doesn't feel like just generally that good of an option, but apparently it opened up more things down here. That's interesting. Consumer goods reduction? Development? Development? Nodes. Interesting. Yeah, alright, well, we're not going to be able to do that. Full power of Helios 1. For the rest of the campaign, we enable the use of powerful combat ability, Fire Archimedes 2? We get a super weapon? That sounds like fun. I do think we should try to make some stuff into states, though, first and foremost, to get our factories back up and running. So we're going to start with that. Let's go ahead and start turning things into state. It's going to be a bit of a painful growing period, but it's okay. I feel like it's still the right decision. I don't care about... we could get recon planes, I guess, but, like, I don't really care. Recon's nice, but, like... how crucial is it really when you think about it? Let's instead go for more factory output. It's time to start boosting up that economy. We got our trading mongrels, so that's a thing. Thank you, mongrels. I'm sorry to call you a mongrel. I promise I mean nothing by it. Let's go back to the... Actually, can we do this? Yeah, let's go for research. We're only 0.03 ahead of time on that one as well. All right, everything's looking fine on that front. Could ask the followers to help me in some way. Meh. Still training up a few more of the defensive and offensive units. What would it take for me to turn these guys onto having some dogs? It would take dogs, which are units that I do not have. Right. How are we doing on compliance? We're using up 13 of these guys right now. That's where all my manpower went, for sure. We're up to 66% on the Mojave Raiders, though, so we at least get some of our resources and factories and stuff back. I don't know. I mean, do I really want to worry about the production of dogs? Not really. Okay, well, we've researched it. If I ever find myself with an excess of factories, we'll do something with it, but it's not that important. The executives are gone. The Texas Brotherhood is doing things. That's great. Good for you. I like seeing the Brotherhood looking strong. And walking tanks. This is one of my personal favorites. We get the extra breakthrough, soft attack, hard attack, and so on. Research. Better power armor across the board. It is hard to say no. Do we go for more power armor? We have enough in equipment. We can do it. Yeah, let's make these guys into 15 combat widths. Boom, have fun with that one. All right, so we're gonna have even stronger paladins now. We can fit 4 of them into any of these zones. There are probably gonna be a few zones where that's not very efficient. Technically getting the 20 would be best, but like at the same time, you know, meh? Meh? I don't suppose we could get to every cap for the army. New, discourage traders. I don't want to change any of those. Getting some more, recruitable population is nice. Scribes, initiates, no. Outsiders. Yeah, no. Could go for another company. Stability. I'm kind of leaning toward extra factory construction speed. It's still pretty good. Robots, absolutely not. Demolitions, infantry weapon speed. Make them worse, though. Yeah, no. I think, yeah, we could go for some more factory construction, but again, keeping around that 175 for whatever reason. We're now working on more military factories. That's a good sign. We have more units. That's also great. Go ahead and sign one of you down there. Maybe another one right here, and then one of you guys up over here toward this. How are we doing on the spying, by the way? We are up to 40%. Hey, all right, so let's go ahead and commence this when ready. What do you take? Support equipment? 50! Well, that's going to take a little while for me to produce, but all right. We have 50, so I mean, like, it's going to be fine. There it all goes. Bye. All right, well, it's going to be a little while. We have some states. Excellent. We could lose some research speed for a year, but I'll go ahead and accept that. Let's go ahead and get some more states. So, surprisingly, that did not seem to... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, we didn't get any factories out of that. That doesn't seem very right, but there we go. So we got some of that. I'm going to go ahead and start producing some triplane attackers. It's time to start making fighters. We're not going to get very many, but a few is going to be great. There's the militia training, so we have better defense for all of my units. Still don't care too much about the enforcers. We're ahead of time on all of that. Vehicles, no. Doctrines already working on. Air, bombers, gliders. I mean, aren't power armor technically considered like paratroopers? That could be kind of fun. More important to continue getting additional things like production growth, but yeah, that could be kind of fun for me. Maybe. More military factories, yeah. And then we should probably go ahead and start getting a little bit more infrastructure in a couple of these areas, and then factories here too. Any infrastructure that's going to get me a lot of extra resources? Yeah, a fair bit up here. Fair bit over here too. There's a fair bit of resources in this area. The Hidden Valley is actually pretty good, from what I can tell. Still nothing that I can do as far as... Oh, wait, hang on. Repair the next turbine. We can get even more power production. But I'm fine on power. I mean, I really am fine on power so far. More factories? It's 20 political power to just get free factories over time. I mean, how can I say no? That seems pretty solid. Clay working is done. Excellent. So we get some more production, building speed there. Let's go for the population as well as more appeal to the refugees. 245 have decided to settle here. There we go. All right. Demand tribute. The raiders who take refuge just outside our borders have sent a message. No. The fiends are going to try to push me around. What the heck is this? Huh? Where? What is this button? Are you seeing this button? This doesn't feel like it's supposed to be there. All right, we no longer get the effects from aggressive policy. Did they give up? They might have. Gonna get an extra set of fighters there, so we're producing one per month. It's obviously not much, but it's something. We'll take it. I assume we can't do more research. Yeah, I don't know what this button is. That feels like a busted thing there. All right, could do planes. Hey, fun. Still nothing we can do here as far as preparing against the Kaiser. Twice in 2 lifetimes. Yeah, Santa Ana basically just lost Mexico, I think. Something's going on down over here. Sucks to be Santa Ana. Hello, 80s. You're having fun up over there. Wish I could have some fun. Maybe I can join you soon. We're working on the Great Beyond and stuff. We're going to start working toward things like mandatory service and stuff, probably. What is this? Lose stability for a year, get production of stuff and cheaper radars, or gain some population and resistance? Rend the Mojave dry. Research speed for a long time. Infrastructure takes damage. Meh. And what do I need for this? One of the following. Okay. So we should probably finish this, then work on the Sunburst, then probably get mandatory service for all. Just for the population and stuff. Even if resistance is there, I don't think I care that much. Then we can work on ambition and see if we can start preparing ourselves against the Kaiser. Look, I'm scared of the Kaiser, okay? I mean, you might say that I'm being a little bit of a weenie babby, but like, I got good reason to be afraid of the Kaiser, okay? We've played against the Kaiser. We played as the Kaiser before. They scary. The Legion muster. See? This is why I'm scared. The cosplayers to the east are preparing to storm the dam. We've been caught flat-footed and already bloodied from our war with the NCR, but we must find a way to our masters of Mariposa. We must hold the dam to the last. Yep. So we're about to be at war, so that's gonna be great. Resources, blah, blah, blah. Do we care about any of this? No, we're already working on this. Air, bombers, don't care. Nothing I can do there, nothing I can do here, 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 or here. This is all ahead of time, and this is all ahead of time as well, so I can't do anything there. All right. Yeah, I guess we go ahead and get ourselves some population nomadicity reduction, because I don't think I'm low on any particular resource. Yeah, I don't seem to be. I am debating whether it's worth getting the circuitry, right, with the Black Mountain Trap. How rare is circuitry again? I can't remember. Losing stability would suck for a number of obvious reasons. But anyway, so there's some more military factories done. Good. We're producing some of these, and I do want lots of that. Yeah, let's go ahead and start producing a bit more automatic weapons, more power armor, and what else are we doing as far as logistics? Struggling on support equipment. Fine, we'll get a bit more of that too. Okay. Vacuum tubes is done. More research speed for me. I think we'll go ahead and grab the reinforcement rate, plus some extra refugee assimilation factor, and we have finished up another factory, thank you. Dynamite? Let's go ahead and start producing some dynamite. All right, there it is, the battle for the Hoover Dam, done. They have declared war on us. We knew it was gonna happen. Does this open up some decisions? Appeal for truce. 175. They didn't lie to me. This is why we do it. Appeal for truce. We could just say, screw it, send 175 political power. No war? No war, please? Yep, do that. I don't want to fight against them. Absolutely not. Kaiser accepts. Hey! All right, we have peace. For only a year? It doesn't feel very good. But all right, we delayed him for a year. That's important, because I have to get down to this whole preparing against the Legion thing, and I haven't had enough time yet. So we've got to get down to that. So we just bought ourselves a bit of survival. Not a lot, but a little bit. There's the Helios research, just in time for super weapons. Have to have done 10 to your business. Oh, you have to have done this route. Oh, so this isn't an option anyway. Neither is this one. So the only way we can progress is to do the Black Mountain Trap. All right, fine, fair enough. Hey, we trained some more troops. Did I hear we're going to war? No, thank God we are not.
Greetings, Elder.
So let's go ahead and pull these guys off a little bit and we'll be fine. Do we want to do some more training? You know, we've got some time now, so sure, I'm gonna go ahead and do some training. More power armor? Absolutely, get up there, have fun. Okay, so thank you for not lying to me about the 175 political power. I was a little bit concerned that I was getting played pretty badly there. But at least a bit of truce, you know, that helps. Not to mention, I mean, doesn't he have to, like, rebuild his focus or something? I don't know, actually. Does he still have does he have an annexed war goal against me? He has a truce, but he doesn't have a war goal. I think we just prevented the Kaiser from attacking over the Hoover Dam for at least a long time. That's so important. That's so good. Thank you. Oh my God. Do we still have any uncored states? Yes, the Hoover Dam. We have an uncored Hoover Dam. I don't suppose we're gonna get the Hoover Dam cord. I don't see any evidence that we are. All right, tell you what. In celebration, we're coring the Hoover Dam. Mine. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hoover Dam, how you doing there? What's the state look like?
Hello, sir.
I can't click on it. I can't see it. I can't.
Greetings, Elder. Greetings, Elder.
I can't click on the Hoover Dam, so I actually can't see because there's so much going on over here that I literally can't see. All right, well, I have no idea what I gained out of it. Hopefully a factory or two. Maybe? All right, we're building up some more of these. Right, yes, we did say we wanted to build up bunkers, but now we've got time not to do that. So instead, we're gonna focus on getting some infrastructure and factories. We'll worry about the rest of this later. All right, Ouroboros is having fun. Good for you. Go do that thing. That's great. I don't need to worry about the refugees. I'd rather just continue reforming my government and try to get some additional effects. I'm thinking more companies, more stability, more everything that we can get our little filthy hands on. Every cap for the army, I need world tension to go up a little bit more. If we can do that, that would be fantastic for me. A traveler from Yuma. Yesterday, a traveler hailing from the south contacted us. He was moving through the area and claims that his home city of Yuma sits atop a massive treasure trove of pre-war technology. Apparently, the American army used natural caves under the city as storage for various discarded experiments and projects. As proof, he showed us one of his packs, filled to the brim. So we must send a team, and oh, that's the vertibird stuff. Oh, yes, hold up. We finished this. Okay, hang on. Got this, good. Yuma caves. Where do we do this? We have to spy on the Tohono Nation way down here. Dude, I like that there are like actual storylines for spying. I don't bother with spies most of the time, but this is actually kind of fun. Me likey. All right, anyway, let's see. Resource gain? I mean, yeah, probably an acceptable option at this point, so sure, we'll go ahead and do that. I mean, one can never have too many resources, right? It just lets me continue exporting more and get more civilian factories that way. Walking tanks. Ah, Kaisar, you're gonna be afraid now. All right, purity or principle? Army, reconnaissance, special forces, better armies, better infantry, better heavy special forces, which is power armor. Alternatively, purity, which reduces reinforcements, or rather recruitable population by a lot. Air superiority, reinforce rate, shock and awe. I don't feel like this is that great. I mean, air superiority can be nice, but like, I think we're gonna go down principle. I don't know if that's the right choice. If I saw something that gave like huge modifiers to power armor, I probably would do it, but I don't know of any. We're about to get a 6th research slot, by the way, just so you're tracking. A 6th research slot? I'm gonna go ahead of time on construction. I really don't think we need to worry about much else. We're way ahead in terms of tech. We're way ahead. Let's go ahead and also research those maintenance companies' upgrades. Let's make this power armor better. I don't know. Seems reasonable. Logistically, how are we doing? We have some fire team weapons. Let's go to these guys. Let's toss on the fire teams, which does increase defense by a pretty reasonable amount. Does take some weaponry, but we have just enough. And I feel like 10 combat width is reasonable for my infantry, though I am curious, if I were to toss on, let's say, some power armor support, would we gain hardness? No. We would gain armor. And armor, of course, means, you know, we hopefully survive against their infantry a little bit better, but meh. Logistically speaking, we can train up more power armor. Doing that. And we'll train up at least a couple more of these. Let's say 1, 2, 3 is fine for now, and we'll do more power armor later. And we'll do this once, and that'll work. Okay. Just keep training up more troops. Can never have enough. Any new companies that we really want to get? Cars, APC, tanks. Don't like any of those. Light ships, hate those. Cass, yep. We'll go ahead and get that sucker unlocked, which will let me start getting more planes that are a little bit more effective. Okay, so once we get this, the question is, do I go for the Jewel of the Mojave first or preparing against the Kaisar? I think we go for Jewel of the Mojave first because I've got some time. We'll pick this up, I'll get war goals, I'll conquer people, and with the new economy, or the new economic base, hopefully we'll be in a better position against the Legion. But I want to kill these guys. I want to kill them real good.
Hey there.
I'm really into the whole killing thing right now. The killing is good. I mean, I'm sorry, whenever I play HoI4, I just feel like I gotta get some freaking aggression out, dude. All right, move all the troops. Good lord, we move fast. You know, this is one of the best things about playing HoI4 with my upgraded computer rig that I built like a few months ago with like the GTX 3080 and everything else. HoI4 processes so fast now. It's amazing. I love it. I'm a big fan of the new computers. Did I have to pay a scalper? Yeah. Am I upset about that? Yes. But also my wife's computer died at the same time. I had to get a GPU anyway. Why spend like $1,000 on an overinflated like 5-6-year-old GPU as opposed to just paying the scalper and just getting it anyway? That's what I did. But seriously, holy crap, this thing is good. Me likey. I like building computers. Building computers is fun. All right, more research slots. Thank you. Let's go for Jewel of the Mojave so that I can kill people. And we don't even have recon set or anything. Could go for some upgrades. Anti-tank, yeah, it's a thing. Alternatively, these get the same amount of defense. Hard attack versus soft attack. This is more soft attack, less hard attack. And less piercing. I still think these are better. I'm gonna go for the light machine guns over the heavy machine guns, because, like, again, my primary enemy is gonna end up being the Kaiser. And while he does have some vehicles, like motorcycles, I know he doesn't usually have much in the way of armor, so piercing doesn't strike me as that important. Normally, it'd be really good, but right now, like, meh. Let's go ahead of time on some simple circuitry. Might as well stack up a few more of these research bonuses. We would be doing a lot better on research, but because I cored up some states and had to lose 15% research for a year, it's gonna suck for a little while, but that's fine. I don't mind, it's all fine, it's all good. Weapons, blah, blah, blah. Speed is good. Vision recovery. I don't suppose... What? Hold the phone. I'm sorry. Hang on. I thought there were no doctrines. I should have clicked on this and seen what was going on. There is absolutely stuff to spend your army experience on. What? What? Okay, hang on. Walking infantry, supply use, army experience gain. We like experience gain. Special forces. Power armor, designer XP cost, blah, blah, blah. Robots? Vehicles? No divine enemy? What the crud? There's totally things we can do here. What is all this? Treading lightly. Recovery rate? For a bunch of things in different what? Like types of terrain? What does this all mean? What are the symbols? Because these all kind of look the same to me. Yeah, it looks like these all do the same thing. They must change at some point, though. Special forces get better? Huh. Huh. I mean... Let's click it. Let's see what happens. Then I can get this, which is even more supply use reduction, but we get more army experience, which, like... Isn't more army experience extremely good? Like, the more experience we get, the more I can continue ramping that up. These are like actual bonuses on top of the actual doctrines. That's really interesting. That's really interesting to me. Okay. Well, the Jewel in Mojave is going to be done soon. We'll stop training these guys probably about now, to be honest. Stop using up some of my equipment and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, what about, like, air... Oh, there's air and navy and stuff, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, these are things. All right. Hey, do we have an air base? We do, right here. Let's go ahead and get as much of the close air support as we're able to. You guys are going to do close air support and also logistics strike in this general area. Anytime we go to war in the northern Mojave against northern New Vegas and stuff, bomb the heck out of them. I'm flustered. I did not expect to see that as an option, but that's really cool. Let's get some extra dynamite going. Not that dynamite's usually great, but, like, it's kind of nice to have. I don't need any of this. World tension has gone up a bit. So I could, in theory, go for this in a little bit. I'm going to save some political power because I don't know who I need to fight to make this work, but if I can get this up there, I will happily do so. Somebody's got to have a lot of factories. Maybe New Vegas has a good number of factories. But that's my opportunity to go for it. And also, there was like a thing. Political bribes, that's the one. Reduce the economy and conscription laws. Let's try to remember to do that as well. I do want to try for that. All right. I know we don't have a lot of time left for this video, but I think we got enough time to kill Vault 3. So that's what we're going to shoot for. Let's go ahead and kill Vault 3. Preferred tactics. That is still a thing. Yeah. It is a little unfortunate that the Chief of Army doesn't give any experience, but I guess that's balanced. It's fine. Not a big deal. All right, so Jewel Mojave is now done. We're going to go ahead and work on preparing against the Legion. We're going to go to you. I can't declare war. Why not? I can declare war on you, but not Vault 3? Hold up. I'm sorry, I thought it said I could do Vault 3. Vault 3 claim gained by Mojave Chapter. Oh, I gotta justify a war goal, because it's a claimed state. Oh, gosh dang it. That's gonna take forever. 115 days? Ugh. Well, I could go kill New Vegas in the meantime. And now I'm kind of thinking that is the way to go. So, okay, we'll hold off on this then until the next video. If I can get my power armor all to the front line, I will do so. I'm going to take you, and then I'm going to select all the infantry, and I'm actually going to keep them on a fallback line behind and make sure that the power armor is the one sitting up here at the front. Because I want these guys to basically just punch through all of it. We'll come back to this in the next video. I don't know how strong New Vegas is. They've got Securitrons. That makes them pretty strong. And we have a very narrow front line. So it's going to be hard to punch through it. We're going to find out just how good my power armor really is in just a moment. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.